Okay, guys, we are back in the shop on the Camaro. Got to keep pushing along on this. So we got quite a bit done here. As you can see, the whole interior has been stripped. All the wiring's removed. All the instruments are out. Seats are out. Safety gear's all out. All the windows have been taken out today. We took out the rear window. Not too bad. Not really any rust or anything. The gasket was good. We're going to wash that. This aluminum pan in the back here, now we can access that and be able to paint this roll cage. We never were able to finish that because we couldn't get to it. So we're going to do that, and we'll dust this up here a little bit. Just kind of give that a little, fix it up. And working on cleaning around this trunk gasket. A little bit of a mess here. We got one little spot right here. I don't know if you can see that, but we got a few little holes there, so we're gonna have to take care of that. But overall, I mean, it's 53, 54 years old. For a shell, it's doing pretty good. All right, so that's out. Rear window's out, it's over here. So we got that. It's a pain in the neck getting all those, it had bolts, so got a board in the wall there with all the goals. So front wheels are off, we're up on jack stands here, and we're cleaning this up. So let's get all this cleaned up here and ready for some paint. Behind me, there you go. So here's our big block that goes in it. 468 stroker. This is a Merlin motor, so some pretty good sized ports there coming out. Nice ports. Brand new water pump, brand new carburetor. Got the alternator on there with a new bracket. This is a temporary setup here for the breathers. We've got two catch cans, so there'll be one on this side and one on that side. Some keepers for the wires so we can keep them out of the headers. So all been painted, been on and off the dyno, so done deal. Ready to go back in the car, waiting on the flex plate. Transmission's over here. ATI Pro Glide. Let's put a little more light on the subject possibly. There we go. So there's your ATI Pro Glide valve body right there. And the front end. So it's upside down right now. So we're gonna flip this back over. Just waiting on the pan gasket to come in and the new filter. So we're keeping that covered. Keep the dirt out of there at all costs. What else is happening? So we gotta do a few things on the front end here. This bracket was for the old fuel regulator, and I don't know who did that, but no. Let's see what else. Oh, there's another bracket down here. So this is for the fuel lines coming in and out. That's also got to go because no, we're not using that. Got to get rid of one of these lines because we don't need a bypass. We're not doing a return. So less fuel line in the car, less fuel moving around, the better. There's no need for that. So you can see this car's got a rack in it. So there it is right there. Of course, still barely clears with the big block. We are going to put a new firewall in here. So that's coming together. We got the old one out. We're going to have a laser cut piece, probably start working on that this week. So we'll get that back in. But in the meanwhile, we're going to go around and get rid of anything that's rusty. A little bit here, of course, brake fluid leaking all over the frame in there like that. But it's in really good shape. I mean, this thing is solid. It was cut out at one time for a bigger oil pan. This car's been a few different versions. So all we're doing is the latest. So somebody put that back. It's done well, so we're happy with that. Solid motor mounts. I did repaint the motor mounts. I'm gonna get those on the motor. So, all right, well, we're gonna do a little sanding and grinding, so let's get to it. little better. Definitely scuffs up the surface, takes off the shine. Those little brushes, those things, they're not bad. They're not bad. They do the job. They get it cleaned up. A few spots on this roll cage that were chipped, so I brought those down. I mean, we're not doing body work here, but we want it to look really nice, so we do a decent job. But and there goes the heat. Sorry for the noise, but yeah. So I took the shine off everything. Most of the stuff that was chipped, that's all taken care of. So this is getting close to being ready for paint. All right, awesome. Okay, guys, it's the next day. We're moving along with this. So we got some of the I took some of the tape off. Obviously, the subframe's all painted, and touched up everything, sanded it all down, touched up everything that was rusted. So you just saw that. So now we're back again, and it is. Excuse me, I'm here with Britt, and it is. Today we're going to take off these calipers and hubs and rotors, and we're going to replace the bearings on this side. Already did the other side. We're also going to pull that off just to double check, clean the spindles up, make sure they're okay, and we'll probably take these off and paint up these calipers if they need it, or at least clean them anyway. So there's that. These are already getting a little rusty because it's winter. You ready to go racing?
I am. Any day now.
All right. So we're going to do that, or actually Brittany's going to do that.
Yep.
And so here we go.
So we pulled the discs off, we pulled all the bearings out, pulled the cap off, checked everything, not too much wear. It's doing pretty well for a whole season on them. They look pretty good. So I just packed the bearings. I put the first one in, and we're gonna put the disc back on. And I'm just gonna clean things up as I go pretty quickly, but yeah, it's going well. Having a good morning.
right, guys, so Brittany's got this all put back together. We're just cleaning up the mess. So there's your rotor hub assembly back on the axle and ready to go. Nice and greased, fresh bearings. Perfect. All right, guys, so that's about it for this video. We got a couple of rattle cans here. We're gonna touch this up right here. Let's clean it up. Got some tape. Try to get this interior squared away before we get working on the exterior. We'll just get this all done. It's a little chipped in there. We're gonna leave the aluminum floor exactly like it is. So next mission is to paint the rest of this roll cage so it matches the rest. Touch this all up. We got some yellow paint for that, and then we'll be moving along. So we're gonna get this interior finished up. We got a little work on the floor pan to do, and plug a few holes, things like that. Get a coat of paint on this floor, or at least something to tidy it up just a little bit. But overall, we're making some progress. We're knocking things off the list. The front end's looking really good. We'll get these tubes, roll tubes painted. It just got in the stock for the new firewall, so that's going to be exciting. We'll template that out and get it cut and get that put back in. And once we get that put back in, then we can start reinstalling some of these engine bay components. So, all right, well, that's it from the Renegade Garage today, the Renegade Rides headquarters, home of Britt Taylor Racing. And that's it for today. But we definitely have a lot more coming. So we'll catch up with you guys in a little while, and we'll leave it at that.